I'm a hood philanthropist. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, that's not what we're
talking
about.
It felt right, though. Welcome back to episode something.
Five.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, there we go, 5.
This is actually our third time trying to record episode 5. So 2 reviews you'll probably never hear are Earl Sweatshirts. What's the name of that one?
Feet of Clay.
Yeah, Feet of Clay and IDK. What's that? What album was
Is
that?
He Real?
Yeah, Is He Real?
Not 2 strong albums.
Yeah,
so
you
didn't miss anything.
It wasn't real. So it's probably for the better that you don't get those episodes.
It's not real, and he had Feet of Concrete.
Feet of Concrete.
Or Feet of Molasses.
All right. So
Clay is kind of heavy too.
Clay can be heavy.
Feet of Cotton.
Wait, Molasses? Whatever. It's okay. All right. So episode 5, 10-second reviews.
Today is a fan favorite album because I am a fan. I have not heard this yet. Come out. New Larry June. San Francisco product.
Larry June. Oh, he's from Frisco?
He is from the Frisco. If you look in the background, you can get some vibes.
Oh, we should do Quincy White one day.
We should.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but we should.
All right. He's from LA.
Nice. But yes, New Larry June, San Francisco artist, OG in the game, coming off his last project, Out the Trunk. Coming off his last project, this is 3 projects from this year. So we had I don't even remember the one before the last one, but he dropped last month. No, it was in September. I'm tripping. Dropped in September. Joint called Out the Trunk. 10 songs on it. It was solid. Definitely solid. Coming back with Product of the Dope Game. Yeah.
I gotta say the title's kind of hard. Actually, the title's very hard. And I'm gonna be upset if the music doesn't match up. Because granted, I shouldn't be as excited as I am about something that's titled this way, but I'm pretty excited.
You feel me?
I've never actually heard a Larry June record or album.
Product of the Dope Game. So, you can just tell he's in that nice 1987 ASC McLaren right there.
Is that what that is?
Clean, yes sir. Only made like 15 of them. Okay. Only. Well, it could. I think it's a higher number than 15, but they only made a double digit number of those. Classic 80s muscle car sitting in that junk. Also has a E63 S 4-door coupe, whatever the fuck you call it. He has one of those, and he got a OG like 77, not even 77. I'm gonna say 87.
It's like a couple. That's like last generation, isn't it? They don't make that right now.
Okay,
I only know that because I was looking at YouTube earlier, and there was like a caption that said it like 862 horsepower E63, like someplace tuned up. It was just like it was the last generation body, but it was just like I mean, you got a Benz with 862 horsepower, like.
You out here, brother.
That's gonna be a pretty fun ride.
That's a fun ride right there.
Yeah.
Plus, we got that AMG gargle.
Yeah, because
sick. But nah, he got a we talking about cars right now because we 2 car fans. So
that's true. We did get ill sidetracked. Anyway, so 10-second reviews. Go ahead, break down the chips. The premise is we listen to the first 10 seconds of each song on the album. We use that 10 seconds to determine how we feel about it. We review it. Is it yay, nay, in the middle, milquetoast, terrible, retire.
Green. Good job, sir. It's funny because one of his favorite things is like, good job, Larry. He tells himself, good job. So Green is a good job, Larry.
That'd be a dope drop for a beat. Like
those be Hey, I thought he was a producer when I first found out about him, because I first found out about him, I want to say it was 3 or 4 years ago with Post Malone's first project, which is a mixtape. He had a feature on there, and it just kept saying, good job, Larry, like on the beat, but the beat was hard. And I was like, yo, who is this Larry dude? Like, this beat is crazy.
That is tight.
A few years later, come Brown, found out he's a rapper. Shit is called. But yeah, so Green, that means yes, sir. Good job.
Man, where's the lever? Oh, there we go.
Blue, we'll let it rock in the background. All right. No, I'm not going to the album to play it, but if it cuts on, I'm not upset. That's what blue is. White means
Probably gonna skip it.
Yeah, white is probably I'm gonna skip it. It's not bad, but it ain't good either. So yeah. Red, that's bad. We all know what red means. That's bad. That's bad. No, yeah, that just means you out here doing the wrong thing. Red is that. Black means you and your manager need to renegotiate your deal for less money and less work because you are not
quit.
You are not in the right field. You're not in the right field. You should not be making music based off that song. If you get a black, to be honest, we should just stop the album right there. If we ever get a black song, I don't want to listen to the rest of the album. If we ever get to where we get a black song, I don't want to listen to the rest of the album. All right, so
I'm with you.
That's where I'm at with black.
I'm with you.
Thankfully, we have yet to have a black. We had a couple of reds.
We've gotten some reds.
We've had some reds, but we have yet to get a black yet. I don't think Larry June's going to bring us our first black.
I don't think so either.
I don't even really think he's going to have a red. I think it's going to be green, blues, and white still. I think it's really just going to be greens and blues, to be honest. And yes, I'm speaking that highly of Larry June because...
High praise, my guy.
The reason is because he works with a lot of producers that I'm fond of. He works with Harry Fraud a lot. He works with Cardo on the beat. Cardo got Wang.
I like Harry. Oh, that's who that is?
Yeah.
Cardo got Wang.
Yeah,
okay.
Cardo on the beat.
I thought it was saying Gotta Get Away. But my only misgiving with Harry Fraud is that he falls into like the Swiss Beats.
Yeah, he does the same beat.
It's the same drum loop
and over again.
And like sometimes it's super hard and sometimes you're like, why? But like, you know, you can't really be too mad. But it's just like, Harry, there's other drum loops. Yeah, it'd be the same loop with different sounds. Like, Harry, there's other patterns, but you know.
Yeah, and I agree with you because I was watching a documentary on Harry Fraud about when he first started making beats because he used to make it on the old MPC. Like, I think it was like 2500 series or something like that. And then people was telling him he started making beats on Pro Tools recently because he was like, I just like how Pro Tools chops up audio and stuff because he uses a lot of samples and stuff.
Yeah.
He don't use the MIDI. He uses he just brings in samples and chops them up and does all that stuff in Pro Tools. But that's what made me look at him a little differently is like how you go from the classic stuff that is proven to test the time to work no matter what.
Yeah.
And switch over to Pro Tools so you think it's better all of a sudden. That's where I was like, I don't know, Harry. I mean, to each his own, but at the same day, it's like
workflow ultimately. Yeah. Like, I mean, we talked about it, like how Logic you can loop stuff super easily by just dragging it around. Like that's dope. Even like with GarageBand, how you can drop something in there and just like be like, yeah, this is the tempo, and then all of a sudden you can do everything else to it and it keeps the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, Studio One is my joint. I started with Reason, like I said before. I haven't been back to it since Reason 5 because that's when they stopped letting people bootleg it and want. Yeah. So Studio One's been my jam since then. I kind of want to go back and try Reason again, like they're on like 11 just to see because they have a lot of other cool stuff.
I went to Omega Studios. Shout out to y'all. Y'all taught me some stuff. We played around with Reason a lot because that was on the school computers. So that was one of the things we learned. I like Reason for the fact that it's pleasing to the eye.
Okay.
If that makes sense. That sounds kind of childish, but that's what I like about Reason. It's like when you putting in the virtual instruments, it's like you actually putting an instrument on the rack and you have to route it yourself. Yeah. And I like that because it keeps that feel of you're actually in a studio. Because sometimes sometimes myself, when I'm on my laptop downstairs, because I use FL Studio, shout out to the FL game. We never going nowhere. 30 years strong. And I think that's a lie, but it's the truth because we got to be 30 years strong. Don't worry about it. But like sometimes when I'm downstairs on my laptop, I don't feel like I'm really making music sometimes. I don't feel like I'm actually like, even though it's a home studio, I don't feel like I'm in a studio setting because I'm just like,
FL?
Yeah, because like sometimes with any DAWs, just because it's just like I'm clicking and I'm on the laptop and it's like virtual. But that's what I appreciate about Reason is like they still make you route it sometimes. Like even though you
can auto route it.
You can, but you can have the setting where you have to do that yourself.
And that's how you can get really funky with it too. Where like
it's
telling you have, a ping pong delay, but it's only like, you know, the low frequency of the snare that goes down the like left side and like the high frequency can go to, like that's all stuff that is really easy to do in Reason that is I feel like way more complicated in other DAWs or other, you know, creative software. And that's why I like it because even if you just do something random, you go, let's see what this sounds like. I'll put this cable here and like oh, and then you make a whole beat around it.
Yeah. No, it's I like it. It's fire. It keeps you on your toes and it makes you like you see stuff that you would have never saw if you was just clicking and just tapping and I like that sound. I'm gonna just add that right there. Like when you actually got to route it, it makes you forces you to try some stuff out. Yeah. But yeah, I do. Yeah. So that's how I feel about Reason. We need to get to this. We do. Yes. All right. So we gave y'all the rundown of the chips. We gave y'all a little soliloquy of our brains and whatnot. Maybe one day we'll have a car podcast once I learn a little bit more about cars.
You can do that too.
But
how many tracks is it?
This is, I want to say 14.
Oh yeah, it's 14. It's right there next to his name.
Oh yeah, 14 tracks. Yeah, 14 tracks, 39 minutes. Not crazy long. He's not gonna hold you on the track too long. He's not one of those artists. I can say that he's not one of those artists that's gonna bar you to death. To be honest, he might not even bar you up at all. He's gonna give you bars because he's talking about real life. Like, that's the thing I can say about Larry June that I really appreciate, and that's something that he said in a song. Well, he said in an interview that made me think about it. He was like, "I'm one of the realest rappers in the game," and I was like, "Nate, like what? Don't nobody know about you?" But then it made me think about the words he used.
Yeah,
real. Yeah. One of the realest rappers in the game. He was like, "Everything I say, I've done or I'm doing." Whether it sounds cool or not, I've done it or I'm doing it. And that's why
that's what makes the best records, though.
No, yeah, fact. And him saying that made me appreciate Gucci Mane a lot more. Because it was like, Gucci not the best rapper. And people that say Gucci's the best rapper are lying. But he is for sure one of the realest of all time. Yeah. For sure one of the realest of all time. I would never argue that. But, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. First track. The intro, Calculated Risks. That's just a hard name right there. Calculated Risks. I will say that as we go through this track list, some of these track names are going to be sick. Like, just gangsters. Like,
Product of the Dope Game.
Product of the Dope Game, baby.
The album name.
Hey, baby. All right, what it do, baby? Calculated Risks. Let's see what you're talking about. You ready? Oh, he's putting a little mountain. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say you got a little black one.
Might be a little colorblind.
A little bit. Who come? Are you hoping to? No, I'm shooting thing. All right, ready? Part of the Dope Game. Yeah, we're just gonna put one black there because
you get a black chip, it's over.
You get a black chip, we just not gonna. Yeah, it's over. All right, and let's see.
10 seconds later.
I was literally about to say, this sounds like a Harry Fraud beat. Yeah. Literally sounds like a Harry Fraud beat. La música de Harry Fraud. That was first 10, technically 12.
12, because you cheated.
I did cheat. I wanted to end the loop.
So, yeah, not forget that. We're going on time. But,
right.
So, given the first 10, I was intrigued. I want to hear the next 10. Given the way he started that chop right there, I was just like, it sounds like it's going to be terrible. But...
True. So yeah, let's see what this next 10 is talking about.
10 seconds later.
Came in kind of hard. I don't know how I feel about the beat. I don't know how I feel about the sweeps. Now I love pianos, but I don't know how that fits in with the first half of sampling. Like the first 10 seconds of the sample.
Yeah.
I didn't see how that any way connected with the next 10 seconds of the sample. Like, the chords they didn't seem to match to me. Like, they didn't seem to be in key on the right octave. It just felt like it switched to a whole different thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So, off that, I'm going white.
Yeah, I was going to say blue at best.
Yeah. So, first track, white, come on, man. I thought that first track was about to be a green, baby. But it's all good. First track, I'm going white. Because, that was, yeah.
All right. I can't let you continue this way. Your lip is mad ashy right now. Let me look out for me. You might as well eat some of that ranch. Go ahead.
Eat some ranch, yeah, so I can go into cardiac arrest mid-show. just start.
Oh,
just
shit,
fall
I
asleep.
Those were back there.
You feel me? I knew they was back here.
I knew because you watched me put them back there.
No, because yeah.
You just digging around?
Yeah, maybe.
Where those Mentos go that I left?
I'm glad I ain't put them in my mouth to open it either. But all right, yeah. First track, we got a white chip. On to track 2, Recaro Seats. Once again, sounds gangster. So gangster. Let's see what you're talking about.
10 seconds later.
That was kind of gangster. I ain't never been to Cuba, but I got 2 around my neck. That was kind of cute. First 10. I like the sample. I can't tell what song that is, but I really like the sample. Listen to his stuff has made me want to play with samples a lot more. Because what I used to do with samples, like exclusively, is just look for samples that ain't had no drums or nothing. Because I was like, I just want that. I'll make my own drums. But now, when I hear stuff like this where he still got the drums in there, he just put like a filter on them, or the way he sets up the rest of the beat to make it so they're kind of hidden but still with it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me ideas, Give me ideas. But that's the first 10. We going for the second 10? Or did you have something to say?
Well, as far as sampling goes, I mean, it can be fun when they have drums, especially if you still just chop it up based on the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Because then when you play it back, you get like some weird.
Oh, you get a crazy. That's
what
I've noticed too. Is you get this crazy drum loop that you would never be able to do yourself.
Right, and you gotta, you can layer it up. So there's that. Then I feel like most of this album is gonna be real blue for me, but I also like. I feel like what he's attempting to do is make like a period piece, right? Because now, like, since we've had the first two records, in these first 10 seconds, I feel like I'm imagining in my mind like Scarface, right? So like, 70s, 80s, and like what that would sound like as a rap album.
Okay.
And so,
yeah,
I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get all the way there, but right now I feel like this is gonna be like a very blue album, and you could put it on kind of like some of you put on like we're just driving around and like you're just chilling, not really trying to turn up to your favorite songs. You just want like a soundtrack to what you're doing, and something that's chill, that's not gonna draw too much of your attention, but also not gonna intrude on what you're doing.
I feel that. I can feel that.
That's where I'm at with it. But yeah, we can go to the next 10.
What's the next 10?
10 seconds later.
I just love that LA simp. That West Coast simp that y'all do, man. Ooh, it just like I don't know. It make me feel like somebody mom about to yell at somebody, bro. Like
What's the book?
I am a little stupid. Just a little bit. But I swear, every time I hear one, it just feels like you outside with the homies and somebody like, Craig, get your ass out. Like it's like a good day. It's a good day. I'll also go with blue.
That's so funny. I was watching a basketball game last night. I think it was the Clippers. And
shout out Clips.
And the announcer was a white guy and a black guy. And one announcer, actually, it was some white guy named Chauncey Billups. And the guy kept saying this reference. And I think Chauncey missed it. And he was like, I think he was real proud of himself. So when Chauncey missed it the first time, he said it again. Because it was Kawhi had like 11 points, like 9 boards or something like that. He was just shy of a triple-double. And the guy's like, yeah, like he only has this much as 3 minutes left in the game, but I think he's still going to have a good day. And then I was like, huh, okay. Chauncey didn't respond. Oh, was there? Yeah, he's still going to have a good day. He's still going to have a good... I'm like, bro, first of all, if you listen to the lyrics...
in trouble.
Yeah. Last week, messed around, got a triple-double, so like it wasn't even that day.
It wasn't.
So it's like, you're trying. I get it. Because
who's trying to relate? Can we?
Who's it? Scott Van Pelt who drops the like the Jeezy references? Yeah, he's like the street poet known as Jeezy would say yada yada yada. Yeah, so
that's what kills me about Max Kellerman. Whenever he be trying to relate stuff to Stephen A, he was like, as the Woo would say. He'd be like, all right, Max, we get it. You're from New York. We get it. You walked Fordham.
I bomb atomically.
He was like, all right, we get it. You and your brother were on Fordham once. Cool.
That's hilarious.
But can we just take a second to talk about how funny the name Chauncey is? On a black man. On a bald black man. His name is Chauncey, and he looks like a thumb. That's crazy. His name is Chauncey Billups. He looks like a thumb, and he has an NBA championship.
I think he was Mr. Basketball in Denver, though.
He's from Denver?
I want to say so. You can pass me my phone, double check.
He is a black man from Denver named Chauncey Billups.
I could be wrong about Denver.
He was either supposed to be a stockbroker or the best point guard out of Detroit. So
he was definitely Mr. Basketball in wherever he was from.
He was either supposed to be a unky stockbroker that wore afro and sunglasses, or who he is. So I'm glad you chose basketball. Didn't he have a shoe? He had his own shoe for a second too, with Adidas. But back to the music, baby.
Yeah, he's from Denver.
That's crazy.
He was Mr. Basketball in Colorado. That's why it was dope when he played for the Nuggets, because he was home.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. All right, track 3. Adjust to the game. We all gotta adjust to the game. Everybody in every field that you're in, you gotta adjust to the game. The game gonna change, and you gotta change with it.
True.
Game ain't gonna wait for you.
Never.
Boom.
10 seconds later.
That's the first 10, right when the bass drop. That's definitely gonna be some West Coast. That's definitely gonna be some West Coast. To be honest, when I first heard the chorus, I didn't know if he was going for like his own like trap beat. You know what I mean? Like one of those where it's gonna come in with the same loop drums that boom. But
so I think your estimate about the consistency of the album is gonna be super on point. But I think it's gonna be more blues and whites than greens and blues. This might be like a mood album.
No, I feel it. See, the reason I'm excited is because his last 2 projects they put out, would have been all greens and blues for me, and I feel like they'd have been greens and blues for you too if you listen to them, because the beats, even though we just 3 tracks in, on the one, I want to say it was Smoothies at Midnight. That's what it's called. Smoothies at Midnight was the one before the one he just put out the trunk. Shout out for real. The first 3 tracks, like the beats alone, like when you hear him, like it's just like, oh my, like you can't help but, and and the way that he flows with it is just perfect. And like the next one they put out the trunk, same again. The first 3 tracks, it was just solid. As soon as you heard it, like, yo, all right, this is all right. He picks really good beats. He might not be the best rapper, but he picks really good beats that flow with what he's talking about and his overall vibe, so he can just coast on it. But like, yeah, for this right now, off these 3, I'm feeling the same as you. Like, this ain't as strong.
Let's hope he picks it up. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see how it drops in.
Yeah.
10 seconds later.
If E40 don't come on this record, come in on this record.
Nah, no bull. Yeah, I'd get that one a white off that strength too, because you gotta have a legend. He don't got no features on this. You gotta have a West Coast legend on that. E40, Too Short, somebody.
Especially with that bass.
Yeah, oh my god, that's what I'm saying. That
where's he from? LA?
The Bay.
Oh, that makes sense for the bass. Then that means he definitely should have had Too Short or E40 on there.
Got to
T Short.
It's one of them. Yeah, one of them brothers. You feel me? But yeah, that's a white, blue, white. Reverse Oreo. Here we go. Around the World, track 4. Let's see what you're talking about, Larry.
10 seconds later.
All right, that's the first 10. I was not expecting that at all. That might be the most liveliest song I've ever heard from, from ever. Like, that might be the most fast paced. Like,
I'm interested. I'm
interested too, because I've never heard. Now, he always kind of sings on his stuff. Like, he always give you a little like a little harmony just to play around. But like, it sounds like he really about to get into it on this one.
Yeah,
like he's on some 70s to do. Like, you feel me? Ooh. I don't know if you know.
I hope so.
You know what instrument I'm talking about with that sound? Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah,
see,
synthesizer. Or with the joint with the dude has a little straw.
You feel me? Like, just one of those vibes. I can feel it all up. Like, I don't know. You feel me?
Yeah,
all right.
I do.
I done said that. You feel me like 60 times. Let's see what the next 10 looking like.
10 seconds later.
Yeah, that was definitely some West Coast. I'm gonna be honest. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Rajun, what you doing? What's going on, baby?
He sounds like okay. So you know how there's SpongeBob and that weird SpongeBob?
SpongeBob and Doodle Bob?
I guess. Like his face is all weird.
Yes, that's Doodle Bob.
Okay, so I feel like all right. I'm gonna just say it. I feel at this point like Larry June is the Doodle Bob version of why did I just blank on my man's name right now? Oh my goodness. He did From the West Side with Love.
From the West Side with Love.
He's on the he's from LA. Did the song with Nip.
Dom?
Yes. He's
Dom Kennedy?
I feel like he's the Doodle Bob version of Dom Kennedy.
That's funny. That's funny. That's really funny. They have a song together. I really like it. But I forgot the name of it too. But that's interesting because I'm a big fan of Dom Kennedy as well. Solid dude. And Dom Kennedy I was talking to somebody about this the other day about Dom Kennedy's rap style. Yeah. He has a very interesting rap style to where it's like, I don't want to say acquired taste, but you have to hear that song to understand why. Because the way he raps is almost like new Jay-Z-ish in the sense of like he's like he's almost just talking. Like he's like spit. Like it's not like he's like he's on beat, but he goes like at his own pace, and he's just gonna say what he gotta say. And it's like I'm just gonna tell y'all how it is. It don't. Like that's how I feel about Dom Kennedy. Same thing about Larry June to an extent, but I can see that because I think Dom does it a little better because Dom is a little bit more authentic. I feel like he
got more reps in.
Yeah, he's been doing it a little bit longer, and he's been doing it with some higher ups. Like only the highest.
All I know is that I discovered Dom Kennedy on From the West Side with Love, and it's probably one of the best albums I've ever heard. From when I used to be on mixtape torrents every day. That's how I discovered Nipsey too. I just seen the cover and I was like, this is kind of cool. It was the one for the Marathon Continues. It was like all red.
That's how I used to click on stuff.
And I was like, okay. That's how I found Nicole Bus. I was just like, her album cover seemed cool enough. I was like, let me see what it sounds like. And I was just like, oh shit. So yeah.
I wish like good rappers were coming out when I
Cover
was
art matters.
heavy on my like mixtape game. Because when I was heavy in my mixtape game, it was all like Young Scooter. Like that's when all the trap rappers started coming out. So, but I mean, it was still I was definitely coming up with some heat and stuff. That's how I found out about my man Fat Man Key. That's how I found out about FKI, the producer. It was really hard. If y'all don't know about FKI, check out FKI. He makes some hard beats. That's how I found out about that whole collective down in Atlanta.
Not looking good, B.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, I need to. Like, if I was like 14, 15, like in 05, 06, that would have been the time of my life. That would have been the time of my life because that was when like mixtapes.
I mean, I'm sure there's still. That's actually. I mean, Lil Bibby too. Why? When is Free Crack 4 dropping?
Great question.
I need that. But
that's funny. Out of context, that's funny.
All right, next song. Peanut Butter Ragtop. Let's get
track 5, Peanut Butter Ragtop. As soon as you said that, I looked at that ASC McLaren and I was like, he right. Peanut Butter Ragtop.
That's like
baby.
almond butter though.
Hey,
I'm hating.
Yeah, a little bit. But I'm saying, you feel me?
10 seconds later.
Man, Shawty basses is OC. I ain't gonna lie, the bass line, maybe not the selection for the sound, but like the notes. Kind of like notes.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Like when you get an album from somebody who was really in the trap, and if you're unsure about whether or not they were really in the trap, you know they were really in the trap because they have like A-list production on the whole album, and there'd be that one song that you know their homeboy made, and they're just trying to look out for him because he probably owe him a favor or something. And it's really, and it's like the last 3 Jeezy records or Jeezy albums had one like that. Matter of fact, the song I think that even better, the song that Jeezy did with Boosie on
Boosie badass nigga.
It was like it was 2 or 3 projects ago. It was clear that was a Boosie record that Boosie got one of his homeboys to do.
Yeah.
And Jeezy was like, all right, I'll jump on and put on my album like as a favor. It was clear it was a favor. Because it didn't fit any other part of the album at all. Like, that's what this sounds like.
I feel that. I do feel that. It does sound like you just kind of threw that in there. It sounds like some we were just talking about 05. So it sounds like some 05 to like 08 West Coast hyphy, except some slow. It sounds like something that
it sounds like turned down hyphy.
It sounds like something E40 would have put out in 07.
Maybe before that.
Yeah, I'm giving 07 as a bridge because I wasn't even really sure of his stuff from before 07. But like, sounds like some old E40. Like, it sounds like some old West Coast when they was just finding out, like when they was just discovering like sound packs and stuff. You feel me? Like this sounds like when dudes was just starting to like make beats online, and like the craziest sound was like whoever had the most abstract sound or the most out there sound was who had the best beat. Because this joint just sounds loud, to be honest. Like the keys, they hot. They sound hot. When I listen to them Jones, ding, 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 ding. Like, it Jones sounds like it piercing your ears.
Yeah, you mean like hot and good or like temperature? Like
no, hot as in like the signal. It's hot when you're recording.
Okay.
I think I'm using some of my audio lingo in the wrong space.
Yes, I don't really care to hear any more of this, personally.
Peanut Butter Ragtop.
I'm sorry.
What's that, track 5?
You need some jelly on it.
Sorry, brother. I ain't gotta apologize, bro. You better than this. I'm supposed to be going to see your concert in like a few days too, bro. And I thought about that. That's gonna be an interesting concert because it's not really gonna be a concert. I saw some clips from the Norfolk joint. It really is just him just rapping and people just bopping their heads in the crowd, smoking, chilling. And I was like, I can do that at home. But I mean, you gotta support the homie. You might
pay money to smoke with strangers.
Exactly. But at the same time, I did see like he goes in the crowd, he does some songs, he chops it up with the people, you know, takes pictures, talks to people. Like he's one of those type dudes. Like I'm gonna be here, talk to y'all after. All right, but we on the track 6. Uncle Larry. Let's see what Uncle Larry got to
some
say.
Bounce, man.
Yeah.
10 seconds later.
Everything I do organic. I was a little scared at first because I didn't know the Bach was gonna be like. But once I started to like catch the like rhythm, it was like, let's see what it's talking about.
You said Bach or Bop?
Bop.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Bach. I was like, wait a minute. You heard the classical in there?
Oh no, it is some Bach in there.
Yeah.
Like at first, I was like, when I first heard the doo-doo, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to get this in another red. But then I felt like the came in late, so I'm intrigued for the next 10.
All right, let's get it.
10 seconds later.
Like, I'm gonna be 100 with you. If this was Gucci, I might give it a green. But it's not Gucci.
But you see what I mean now by that realist rapper and like
yeah, but he also like his vocal tone would have sounded like way better.
Oh yeah, Gucci, yeah. That would have sounded way better. Yeah, you can't have
like
exactly. You can't have a West Coast like tone on some Atlanta trap shit. You can, but it's gonna sound. Oh, you gotta do it perfect. Yeah, he did try. I don't want to give another red, but we got damn, bro.
You get 4 reds in a row, you might just call it quits. All right, let's just go. Organic Secrets.
Track 7. Larry June, what's going on, Playboy? Like, nigga. I'm gonna have to listen to your old track after this just so I don't hate you no more, man. All right, track 7, Organic Secrets.
10 seconds later.
All right, this is the strongest one so far.
I agree.
This one has got me intrigued.
I feel like this should.
This should have topped the album off.
Right. So we're out 6. So there's 8 tracks left. Let's see if he has an album after those first 6 abominations.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
10 seconds later.
That bass line is
nasty. That reminds me of a John Day's bass line. Days, what up?
That bass line was sick.
He got himself one. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you bounced back with that one. Way to bounce back, Larry. I'm lucky number 7. Sheesh. Yeah. Check out. Ooh, I like that one. And you see what I mean? Like he does a little sing joint.
You know what that reminds me of? Freddie Gibbs. It makes me think of that album cover with the pink background and the suit because my homegirl, what's up, Zara? She said she only listened to the album because she thought it was an R&B album, and like she ended up kind of liking it, but like the cover was just all like,
yeah, it was just him looking cute and R&B ish.
Yeah,
and then came through some gangster.
Yeah,
but yeah. I like that. Organic Secrets. All right, we came back. What if he's one of those dudes that he put his worst 6 out and then ended the track with the song?
I don't know.
8.
He's testing his patience.
He is testing patience. So let's see. Track 8. Let's see if we stay on. Let's see if we get consistent with the greens. The Working Girl. You talking about somebody specific? You already know he is. Shout out to you, whoever you are. You getting me working, baby. Don't play me. Play the lottery.
10 seconds later.
Who does he sound like with that?
Check it out. Check out Game.
Oh my goodness, he sounds like. Oh man, it's gonna kill me that I can't think of who he's rapping like on that.
It sounds like Blueface a little bit.
He's too on beat.
He is too on beat, but it sounds like he was trying to be Blueface. But it'll come to you. Did that intrigue you for another 10?
Yeah, but it's I Need Love by LL Cool J. That's the flow that reminds me of.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Let me what he has. No.
I'm giving those first 2.5 seconds.
Let's see what he got to say.
10 seconds later.
Yo, this like now I'm starting to get excited. This is like roller ring jams.
You feel me?
This is like roller ring jams.
Like that's what I was like. That's the thing about Larry June.
I'm gonna give him.
He bouncing like he has that classic. Now there's no excusing this. There's no excuse for that because I feel like I picked most of these, and this was my guy. I feel like most of the reds, I feel like I reached for them first, except for like the last one, and then that blue. Those are two. Like, no, you had the white, and then the last red. Everything else, I was like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. Like, But he got that old, like he just got that old school. That's why I love the West Coast so much, bro. They like you can't not appreciate old school music out there.
Respect.
You can't. Out here,
all those old
all day.
Out there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because they out there living their life. They did their time. They moved to the West Coast to chill. I said they served their nickel. They did their time. Right. Out here, it's all young dudes trying to get it. So everything got to be aggressive and hard, and then ain't nobody paying respect to the classic stuff.
Although, what's funny is that like I like almost exclusively listen to hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, I mean Sunday night, I was feeling a little different. So I threw on them R&B playlists because I had actually it wasn't even a playlist. I had saved a couple songs that one of my friends sent to me, and I made like an R&B playlist. And then on Tidal, it will just create a playlist based on like the last song. Mm-hmm. So I had the joint going, and I was just like in a good ass mood in the house, just like getting mad work done, stuff like that. So maybe that means I'm maturing or something.
R&B music with a soul, baby. You start playing some good. You play something that's like.
Although once we're done with this, there's this Doja Cat record. I don't remember the name of it right now, but the beat was so crazy. I didn't even care what she was saying. But then when I went back and listened to what she was saying, I was like, this is ridiculous, but I like the beat enough. I'm going to keep it on my playlist.
Doja Cat be having some good beats. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, at one point. I think it's the one I texted to you.
You did.
And like text me. It's crazy.
She got some good beats, man.
All right.
That was track 8, Working Girl. That got a green. Because
The Working Girl, excuse me. I'm going to start it
started off a little wavy, but then when he came in with that sample, god damn, boy. Ooh, all right, now we on track 9. Got to step it up. Once I had to step it up. That's actually a track from one of his songs, you feel me? There we go.
10 seconds later.
Another 10?
Yeah.
Think so.
10 seconds later.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
He might have been. Okay, June. Coming back, baby. I like it.
I can't jump to no conclusions yet, but like, yeah.
Come back, kid.
Like, this is what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Given the name.
Me too.
So I just hope that he carries it through. I mean, the next track is called Consistent. Now I hope it's consistent with the last 3 records, not the first 6.
Look, the next track names are looking like mad promising, but Peanut Butter Rag Top seemed promising.
Ain't had no jelly on it.
None at all. So we're gonna see. We gotta step it up. We're gonna give you a green, baby, because you stepped it up. He had to step it up, and he did. I'm proud. So here we go. Track 10. 4 more tracks after this. We got Consistent. Let's see if you are consistent.
10 seconds later.
Yo, this is gonna either be the hardest thing ever or straight trash.
No, it's facts. That's facts. Whenever you got a sample like that with all that airiness in the background, either you about to kill the game or the game about to kill you.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed. Please, let me get some crank.
10 seconds later.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a green, right?
Off the strength of what he's talking about. That's some real shit.
And off the strength of what he's talking about, I feel like it would still sound so much better if it was Spongebob and not Doodle Bob.
Yo, Dom! Remix it.
Yeah, like Dom, for real. I need you to just go through. We'll wait till we're done, but these last 4 records, I need you to just take them. I'm talking about Organic Secrets, The Working Girl, Gotta Step It Up, and Consistent. Dom, I need you to take those. Just re-rap the same words. You don't have to change a word. Just rap the same words.
Yo, that's so funny. Yo, I love your album. It's just your voice, man.
Right. It's not you on it.
Imagine telling somebody that, yo, bruh, the way you wrote it, the beats I loved it, but
fire.
Like
your voice.
Could you get somebody else to say it? Like, these niggas will stab you in the face for saying some shit like that.
Quite possibly.
Yo, that's funny. All right. But look, he came back and he's all right, there we go. Yeah. Track 11, numbers don't lie, they damn sure don't.
Man, but they can persuade numbers of red chips out here.
Yeah, you got a couple numbers. You got a couple numbers. Let's see which ones. Because look, he's 1 off from balancing out the greens with the reds.
2 off.
He's 1. He's 1 off. So let's see. Numbers don't lie, baby.
10 seconds later.
You doing good, bitch. Scrumptious.
You sound like oh my goodness, what's his name?
Scrumptious.
The Pink Panther.
He does. Yo.
Exit stage left.
Exit stage left.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Good job, baby. But I ain't gonna lie, the beat in the background.
Or Bootsy Collins.
Ooh, yes, he sounds like a
scrumptious.
He sounds like Bootsy Collins off like a half a Zan. Just a half though.
Again, which only emphasizes my doodlebop point. Continue. Let's get the next 10.
I next 10 because that beat did sound sick in the background. You feel me? Let's see.
10 seconds later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach for this one.
Yeah.
This is what this is like. Yeah. This is what it is. This is
yeah. So the album really starts at
track
7. Like, yeah. All right. Round of applause, my man June, man. I thought we was out of here, boy. You scared me for a second. You scared me. Look, it's still 3 tracks to go. You might still scare me, but I got faith now. Now I got a little bit of faith.
I'm getting there. I know it's your man, so you have more history with him.
Only reason I have faith is because he went 1, 2, 3, a solid 5 in a row. Like he started off weak and then a solid
100%.
5 in a row.
I'm waiting for him to balance out completely.
Facts.
We need 1 more to balance out, 2 more to send it home, and only emphasize my point about 8-track albums. But go ahead.
Facts. Here we go. Something got to change. That's funny. Emphasize your point. Something's got to change with these longs. It's like no.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Here we go. Track 12. Let's see what we talking about.
10 seconds later.
Man, that sample sounded interesting in the background.
I didn't even hear the sample.
For real?
I was just vibing with what he was saying.
Said this nigga talking real life shit.
Yeah.
Told you one of the realest in the game, man.
Respect.
One of the realest in the game, I'm telling you.
Respect.
But next 10, because if you was vibing off the sentiment that hard, I feel like you're going to vibe with the beat.
10 seconds later.
So I'm excited about what the kick will sound like when it comes in, because it's got to be that like
it's either gonna be like
that real punchy kick that's short.
Oh yeah,
that just like hit you in your chest.
Yep, that just
yeah.
Or it's gonna be like a mad 808, like a doom doom.
Maybe I don't think that would fit.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. Okay.
You feel me?
All right, so we balanced out. I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't. What was this? I don't like.
Those
does he have anyone? Does anyone in the studio with him care about him? Because this is not it.
Those should have been
like. Did they list these on here backwards by accident?
Possibly.
Like
possibly. The bonus track should have been the intro. And the way we're going right now, I feel like the bonus track should be the intro in this direction that we're going right now.
Okay.
But you never know. Never know. Like, it's weird because every time I listen to this album, there's a solid 3 or 4 tracks where I'm just like, you didn't need to put this on there at all. Like, you could have saved this on the vault. But
it be like that.
Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you just got a strong arm. You feel me? But there we go. Something's got to change. Got a green off top. Now we off to track 13. We got 2 left. Organic Tears. See, well, technically this is the last track, Organic Tears, and there's a bonus track. So
what does that even mean anymore?
Bonus track?
Because I feel like if it was a real bonus track, then the last track would actually be 6 minutes long, and there would be like, what is that? 16-second gap between them, and then we just come on. Like, to me, that's what a bonus track is.
I guess you just put bonus track in there because like
you don't want it to count. At this point, it needs to count if it's green.
No, for real. Either he didn't want it to count, or he threw it on at the last second. It was like, oh yeah, this is the bonus track, and then they just put it in the title.
Oh, we dropping tomorrow? I got 1 more record.
Yeah, because the way he records, that might have actually happened. Like the way he records, he might have just recorded a song and been like, add this to the jump. And that's like that. Well, he don't say jump because he's not from here, but y'all know what I mean. Track 13, Organic Tears, Crying Healthy. Let's see what you're talking about.
10 seconds later.
Yep. Go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, I need to learn how to play guitar. I need to stop bullshitting. Here we go.
Don't you have like a PS4?
I do, and I haven't plugged it up in so long. I need to. I lost the power cord.
Didn't I tell you that game that you can get learn how to play bass?
You did. I have to find the power cord to the PS4 though, so I can plug it back in.
Amazon.
True. I don't be used to buying stuff for myself, man.
Yo, can I tell you that's like one of the realest things
Like
you've
I'm
ever
so
I'm gonna
not
tell you, like,
used to buying stuff for myself.
we could like we could call Chili right now. He used to get on my case because you know me, like I'm always working. I never bought myself anything. He's like, yo, at some point you gotta enjoy yourself. So like when I got my Xbox, I got a bonus from work, and it was pretty big. I mean, it was enough to get 2 of them, but
It's a nice little sale.
I had it, and I believe I cashed a check, or maybe I didn't cash a check. Whatever. The point is, it was really close to when I got it. I knew that like if I didn't get the Xbox, whatever night that was, I was never going to buy it. I didn't have a car at that point because it was after I wrecked my other one. So I called an Uber. I was like, we're going to Target. You're going to wait outside. I'm going to go upstairs and buy something. I'm coming back out. And that's what I did. I got an Uber, rode down to Columbia Heights. It was like 15-minute ride. Went up to the Target, got my joint, came back out. Dude was just chilling, whatever. Got back in the car, drove me back home. I plugged my joint up, and I sent a picture of the Xbox to my homeboy. And he was like, "Yo, I'm proud of you." Man, that's somebody I've known damn near like 20 years now.
Yeah.
And that's why even like the computer is like a big deal because I just don't do it.
No, I feel you. Like I'm one of those people where I try to maximize everything that I have to its full potential before I go and buy the new thing, even if the new thing is something that I would want. I just me personally, I try to avoid the hype train. Like I try to get it once nobody's talking about it, so then I can go in and just incognito, get it and go home and enjoy it and see if I really like it or not. But I need to start treating myself a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely, especially if it's something that will, enhance what you're doing, because it's 2 things that you learn. Like you'll be trying to figure out how to do something, but then when you get the actual tool for the job, you're like, yo, this is amazing. And then you can use the actual tool for the job to do, and use that to do stuff that it wasn't meant to do, as opposed to taking stuff that wasn't meant for what you're using it for and like making it work. It's a completely different world. And it's like my homeboy that was staying with me. I know I peeped that too. I was tripping me out. My homeboy that was staying with me earlier this year, he made the point that was like, he was like, you're the kind of person where if you play an RPG, like you never use your skill points. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, because I had this game I was playing at the time. You can get like 4 or 5 different weapons, but I insisted on beating the game on hard with just a pistol for no reason other than just like I wanted to be hard, and like I just wanted to be difficult. So I had like all the skill points and stuff.
God, I'd be doing that.
Right, and it's like, but then I realized that like it really is ass backwards, because you could max out and challenge yourself by like stepping outside of the envelope, as opposed to creatively making stuff difficult for you for no reason. That's like when you go to the court, you're better than everybody. Instead of going to the A court, you're just like, nah, I'm gonna just play y'all left-handed to practice. It's like, no, just go play on the A court instead of staying on the B court.
Yeah,
that's that whole process in my mind is what led me to actually buying the computer, because I needed a computer for like 4 years. It's like
just didn't
straight self-sabotage.
No, I feel it. Look, I'm about to be 2020. I'm about to get my shit together.
Just double down on Reek. That's it. Just
no facts. Ain't none of y'all getting no love from me, especially you ladies.
I can't co-sign that.
You gotta love on me. I ain't loving on y'all.
I love you back.
I love you back, but I ain't initiating it.
You stupid.
You feel me? I'm done in this. No, this is real. Real rap talk real quick, man. What? I understand that when it comes to women, you have to court. You have to. That's how you... But if she has to court back.
Does she?
Yes.
Why?
Because we are in an era right now where women are cool with taking the gift and walking away. Taking the gesture and walking away. I need to know that you are also interested. If you're not interested and I'm doing all this courting, just being a nice guy, because I'm a nice guy. Like,
don't be nice. I tell my nephew this the other day. Have you looked up the etymology of the word nice?
No.
Like it basically means dumb. Like it's embarrassing when you look it up. It's like, oh, okay, that's what that means. And what's crazy is that like when people and the way you know is because most of the time when someone's like, oh, you're nice, it's offensive. Like no one says, oh, you're a nice person, like as a genuine compliment. I've never been like, oh, you're so nice. Like it's usually when to your point, when you're giving a gift to someone that like, let's say you're trying to win over and they're not really fucking with you, and their response is, oh, you're so nice, right? And then but you know immediately that like that was the ill passive aggressive curve. But you never really think about what it means to be nice. And so what I told my nephew was, it's not about being nice. Same thing I said during the meeting. It's not about being liked or nice. It's about respect, right? Because if someone likes you, they only like you until you don't give them what they want. If you're nice to them, that means you're giving them what they want. But when it's respect, like, they'll always be polite because it's respect. And people can grow fond of each other after the respect is established, but it's really about boundaries. And it's like the same thing. So you might be dealing with someone or dealing with a woman or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm being nice to her, but she wants to go deal with this, this asshole. That's not what it is. It's that, like, when people say stupid shit, they know they said stupid shit, or when they do something they know they're not supposed. They know, and if you don't say anything, they automatically lose respect for you because you both know they shouldn't do it. But the assumption is that you don't have the balls to call them on their shit because you like them too much. So which means that you're not really treating them as a person. You put them on a pedestal, which means that they already know they can walk all over you. So what's the point? There is no challenge there. Where otherwise, on the other side, the chick is like, oh, nah, why are you always trying to change him? It's like, nah, because he knows who he is. He's going to stand on his own too. Whether right or wrong, he has his rules and boundaries, and that's it. It's like, oh, but no, he's like, no. Like, shut up. Like you're saying stupid stuff. And like, people get mad, but they always come back because they know that you're going to keep it 100. And it's when you let them get over with stuff that they know they shouldn't get over with, you always lose them. That's what that shit is. And granted, I really only understood this thing.
I just kicked in all the way. Fuck all y'all. That just kicked in all the goddamn way. Ain't none of y'all about to get no love from me because I be canceling plans like a motherfucker. Fuck all y'all. I got shit to do.
So back to where you jumped off at though. You want to?
Yeah, just eating things like
you also have to be able to read the signals, because the other thing is, someone on Twitter said a long time ago, is that men never choose; they only choose back. So if you know what to look for, you'll always know when a chick wants you. Oh, like over 90% of the time. But it'd be really, really, really subtle stuff. But the thing is, most men have no attention to detail.
I have zero. Right. Well, I have great attention to detail, but when it comes to other human beings, I'm off.
Well, I think that it's like it's a skill that has to be cultivated. Like, obviously, people are born with different levels of it, but like, you can cultivate it. And it's like, it's little tiny energy shifts. Even if like, it doesn't have to be with like romantic relationships, just to be able to tell if somebody's fucking with you or not, like over the course of time. It's like the way they enter the room that you're in is different. The way they say bye is different. The way they greet you is different, or like just anything. And it's really, really little stuff. So like, I'm sure you've been at a party, right? And some chick walks by, you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to holler at her, and you get her number. You didn't bag her, my man. She bagged your ass.
I feel you. No, I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all.
Because they know. Like, they know.
No, I know. Fuck all y'all. That's how I feel about it. I got shit to do. Fuck all y'all. Back to the music. So, Organic Tears.
And now it's going to be working for you better than it ever has. Just
oh my God.
Because you're going to be focused.
Man, that made so much sense. Organic Tears, we just did it, right? Green? Yeah, Green. Organic Tears.
That was just the first 10.
Oh, that was the first 10? Oh, shit.
I don't even
remember. 10 seconds later.
I went to 22. I wasn't even paying attention.
I wasn't either.
But.
Yeah, it's still up there. Hold up. Yeah.
Green again.
Was that rock?
So June is officially won himself back, I think.
This is crazy.
I'm telling you, bro. Crazy. So now we go to the final and last track, also known as the bonus track, Spilled Orange Juice. Shout out to my man. He got his own orange juice out there in the Bay.
Was he signed to a label?
Okay,
so
independent.
If someone can help us out, please. I don't like. You have an album. It's 13 tracks. The 14th track is a bonus track, but you're not signed to a label, so there's no real like stipulation on the number of tracks you need or whatever. So like, what is the point of having a bonus track if it's just on there?
I think he just put bonus in the
unless it's just garbage to make us feel better, like he gave us extra. It's still here.
Yeah, he probably
it's not hidden.
Like he probably was like, "Yo, it was gonna be 13 at first, but then I added a 14th." So this he's like, "Yo, I wasn't gonna add this one at first."
Nobody cares. is here.
No one does, but yeah, that's the point.
Go ahead.
14.
Let's hope.
Spill orange juice.
10 seconds later.
So I'm intrigued. I felt the bounce. I feel an 808 coming. Like that one, like that Travis Scott one that's like mad fuzzy. That's what I feel like is coming. Like a super staticky one. However, we've already established he doesn't sound any kind of good on a trap beat. So I'm concerned.
Facts.
I feel like he's gonna break his streak. Now, granted, it's been a strong streak. I don't think we've had an album yet with 7 straight greens.
Yeah, I don't think we've had anybody yet.
Which is amazing considering the start, because I consider giving him a black after those 3 reds. Just all the strengths of 3 reds in a row.
Bruh. Last second legend. But yeah, I'm intrigued as well. Because I don't know where this is gonna go.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see.
10 seconds later.
Again, he should have just sent this to Gucci. Be like, fam, just give me 10 racks. Take it. Because, like, even with those same words,
you know, it's just Gucci's voice, just
yeah. Because like
that spill.
Because like Nip made the point. He was like, I was just like a street dude, and like, you know, in LA, the culture is gangbanging. If I grew up in Atlanta, I would have been a trapper, right? And so like I felt that because I understand where he's coming from, but like with this strike, he's trying to make a trap record, but he's from LA. And the Bay even, and I don't know what they necessarily call, but like you got to make what's authentic, not just what sounds good. And that goes back to the conversation that we were having earlier about like finding like what your zone is, what your energy is, and putting that on a record. So like it's not even that this is necessarily or going to be a bad record, but like with him on it, yeah, I'm about to contradict myself. It's gonna be bad because it just doesn't fit him. But like if it was someone that the sound aligned more with, then it would be easier to palette, I guess, or it would sound better because it would sound more like that person. Whereas like these were all like I said, it's like roller rink West Coast right around like with just it was perfect. It felt like 80 degrees sunshine and palm trees.
No, facts.
This sounds like Potbelly Gucci.
It sounds like 36-inch rims and
double cups.
Double cups, yeah. 36-inch rims and double cups. That's facts. I'll give you that. This one of these two is how I'm feeling. One of these two.
I mean, it's more red for me. I like the first 10 was solid. The second 10 was just like, bro, why? And again,
somehow, some way, we found ourselves back.
Maybe that's why it was a bonus track.
Yeah, you should have kept that one off.
So,
and there you have it, folks.
My hypothesis has been reestablished, emphasized, solidified yet again. Just take those 8. Stop making long albums.
No, for real. This is what white, blue, white, red, 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 green, 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 green.
Bullet. So it's just
yeah. Now that literally solidifies the point. Yeah, all these. Ye was onto something. Ye was seriously onto something because he realized that's why there's just too much music. Like it's just people are just getting bombarded with too much music. There's more artists than there's ever been before. I feel like right now there's just more.
That's a perfect point. There's no reason to make a 14-track album because so much music comes out. It's better to keep it short and quality and have people be like, "Yo, when do I get my next dose, my next drop?"
Requested demand. Like every Friday, because I follow Rap Caviar, it's like, yo, some heat drop this weekend. And it'd be like 14 albums. And it'd be like, bro, how the fuck am I going to listen to all this today? Like, all this drop today, all of this. And 8 of y'all is rappers. And 6 of y'all make the same type of rap.
That's real.
So.
And then I wonder how many people get skipped over just because, like, people are not committed to listening to 14 tracks of somebody's new album that they never heard of. Or someone that they don't really care for that much. Whereas, like, if you're new and you have 3 joints, it's like, okay, 3 strikes and you're out. I might like one of these. And even they give you the 10-second joint, so whatever. You got to come in hard at some point. And maybe you don't. And the next time it's like, oh, well, I gave him his last 3 last time. I didn't hate it, so let me give these next 3 a try.
It's funny that you say that because that's where there was a lot of anger with Summer Walker. Because when she first started coming out with her little 5-song, 1:30 long length EPs, everybody's like, we need more. Like, you giving us these little interludes, like, we need more. But
That's a high quality problem.
That is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a problem that you want to have, where people are like, you're not giving us enough, and you holding back to where when you put that album out that has the 10 songs on it, like everybody's jumping on it because it's like, yo, she finally put out a 3-minute song. She finally put out a 5-minute song. Like, she was giving us these little interlude, little snippets, whatnot. Yeah. Versus somebody like, I don't even know example, but when you got, your first tape is the hour 15, bro, I got shit to do. Like, I'm not, even if it's just playing in the background.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Hour 15. I don't know you yet. You haven't earned an hour and 15 minutes of my time. And that sounds mad.
Amazing.
Crazy, but that's how motherfuckers think, man. This is crazy. 100%. This is actually ridiculous. This is the first time we ever had an album start off awful, then save itself.
And get worse. No, he started off poor and got worse.
He started off awful, got worse,
and then came back with home runs.
It was like, how can I put this? It was like Steph Curry in the third quarter. That's what this album was like. The first 2 quarters were bad. First quarter, it was like, all right, you warming up. Second quarter, it's like, all right, what's wrong with Steph? Like, you all right? He comes back to third quarter, and it's like 3. Because, you know, Steph Curry has that third quarter sprawl where he just comes out from halftime just cashing and just loose and whatnot whenever Steph is on. Like, that's what this felt like one of those Steph Curry playoff sprawls. And then you lost the game. Well, you didn't lose the game. You tied it up. Not a series, he's tied. Check it out.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a solid number of songs on here that sound good.
Yeah, if you like West Coast hip hop, I definitely recommend this album. But I primarily recommend tracks. Is it 7?
1,
yeah,
2, 3,
track
4, 5,
tracks
6.
7 through 13.
Yeah, track 7 through 13.
Like, you can just don't even mess with don't even bother with the rest. The track 7 through 13 would, like, you could argue it would be almost like a classic. I don't want to say classic, but like a really high quality West Coast hip hop.
It would be a highlight,
like quintessential hip hop album for 2019, like for the West Coast.
It would be a highlight for the end of the year. It would be a West Coast highlight for the end of the year, especially because the way he's been building up his credentials lately. This would have been a highlight at the end of the year if it was just those 8 songs. This would have definitely been a highlight. Look, there's still some good stuff on here, but unfortunately, it's gonna get passed by because people gonna get to track 4 and be like, "Man, this ain't nothing on here for me." Like,
right?
That's the thing about it. Niggas gonna get to the 4th track and they're like, "Yeah, I ain't listening to this." If they even get to the 5th track, because we gave that shit a red.
Yeah, three
reds in a row. That's rough. Bruh. That's rough, June. But like I said, I give credit when credit is due. You came back like I ain't never seen nobody come back before. Like, yeah. But that's what we got for y'all today. This camera. I forgot what cameras are mine. I always look over my shoulder thinking that's my camera.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, man.
The ones that you can look at.
Yeah, the ones that I can see and can see me back. Those are my cameras. But check it out. Product of the Dope Game, Larry June. 14 tracks. Only about 8 are listenable to us. You can decide for yourself if you agree or disagree with that. But yeah, that's what we got. Coming back at you next time with a classic album. Because it will be Flashback Friday.
It will be Flashback Friday.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to need a suggestion. Do we need a suggestion?
Let's open up the floor to suggestions. If y'all give all trash suggestions, we'll just pick one because we know music and we'll come up with something. We'll find something.
A suggestion for Flashback Friday. Yes. Don't limit yourself.
I'm hoping in the ranges of 1981 up until 2012. I think that's a solid flashback time.
Okay. So that's almost 8 years ago. Okay. I was gonna say 2012 is like too soon, but okay, I'll buy it.
2009.
I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. You said it already.
Let's go 10 years. 2009. Farthest back you can go is like super early Drake. That's the farthest back you can go.
You mean the earliest?
The earliest you can go is like super early Drake. Farthest back you can go
81.
81, baby. 81.
Okay.
You never know, man.
Let's see what y'all got.
Yeah. Sweatsuit.
Exact.
Out.